Today we're going to look at key generating tools, and we're going to look how you're going to use them. These tools are basically used for generating keys code, key code generating tools or pin generating tool, just to generate tools to be able to bypass some securities or keys in your car. So there are different softwares that ensure that, like, you're going to see a lot of software passing through your screen. These softwares require you to fill in a details, most particularly VIN, and when you fill in this detail, it is going to bring out the code that you can use to either get your Keycut code, or you can use to bypass your vehicle's security. So there are a lot of forms. Some will require you to put your VIN in, then it calculates the pin for you. So when you put in your VIN, you press the option. So different software by different art tools. These are like calculator art tools that you can use to generate codes, because the manufacturer, the security programs, they are codes, they are encoded information. So every time they change it, but there is no particular code for all type of vehicle. All you need is to get the software that can work for the type of code you need, especially when your tools cannot bypass this code. When we look at immobilizer tools, we look at bypassing codes and all those stuff. Then we saw that a lot of the immobilizer reprogramming tools are bypassing immobilizer codes, bypassing their protocols. So when those codes cannot be easily bypassed, you have to use, or sometimes you need it like a security that the dealer has used. You need to then use your key programming software, your key code generating software that will generate this code, and you can use them to get your codes or your pin to program your vehicle. So sometimes you need some pin, so you have to understand how to use this code and the situation where they come, and the tools they work with, and the cars they work with, and the models of the cars they work with. All this you need to know. So when you know all this, you can work to bring out the codes you need and generate those codes. Also, basically, majority of the time, what you'll be needing is your VIN to generate the codes that you require to bypass those protocols. Now, even in key cutting, like I told you, key cutting. So for those in key cutting, you need to also get these codes, like that will tell you from the immobilizer, from the VIN, and you can get some codes that you can use to cut the exact key that fits your vehicle. So all these software, pin code calculator software, are what you can use to calculate them. You can use them to calculate the pin code that you can use to bypass the security, or the pin code that you can use to cut your keys, or the key codes that you can use to cut your key. So there are a lot going to this software, and this software is some are not free. Majority you have to pay for their services, although a lot of them are illegal in the sense that they are like actors from what the manufacturers want or the car designers want, but they are still useful. They are tools you can get to do your key jobs and all that. So I think that's for key programming tools, key calculators, software, pin code, pin and code generators. So there are software you want to have an handful of different kinds depending on what you want to do. So you're gonna enter They have instructions that will help you to generate vehicles information and a lot more than you need. So it's very simple. Put in the information it requires, and then you are good to go. You start, and you can start reprogramming your keys, not just for keys, for various diagnostics reprogramming. They have their own use and their functions. Thank you very much.